Carlos Alcaraz didn't just win a match on Sunday, he etched another line in the story of tennis greatness. In front of a roaring Parisian crowd at Roland Garros, the 22-year-old Spaniard pulled off one of the most dramatic comebacks the sport has ever witnessed, clawing back from the brink against world number 1 Jannik Sinner. The stakes: a Grand Slam title. But also, something bigger, the power shift in tennis' next golden rivalry. Sinner had him. He really did. 3 championship points, a 2-1 lead. Momentum, composure, experience. But Carlos Alcaraz had something else: heart. Nerves of steel. A refusal to yield. With this triumph, Alcaraz claimed his 12th big title, a term reserved for only the sport's most precious jewels. The Grand Slam tournaments, the ATP Masters 1000 events, the Nitto ATP Finals, and Olympic gold medals. And while Sinner looked destined to cut the gap, it was Alcaraz who extended it. He now leads his Italian rival 12-8 in the big titles race. And if there was ever any doubt about whether he was the rightful heir to Rafael Nadal's Roland Garros throne, that doubt is gone now. 3 of those big titles have come during this clay court season alone: Monte Carlo, Rome, and now Paris. Back to back to back, Alcaraz has conquered every major stop on the red dirt. That's not just good form. That's complete domination. Let's not forget who he beat to do it. Jannik Sinner is no ordinary opponent. He's the current world number 1. He had a 20-match winning streak in majors heading into this final. He had already captured the Australian Open earlier this year. And at one point, he looked poised to add a 3rd consecutive slam to his resume. That would have put him within 2 big titles of Alcaraz. Instead, he leaves Paris 4 behind. Because Alcaraz doesn't just win, he wins when it matters most. There's something about the biggest stages that brings out the best in him. When the lights are brightest, when the pressure is suffocating, when the match points pile up, he finds a way. And that's what separates legends from the rest. It's easy to forget that Alcaraz is still only 22. His composure under fire belies his age. His resume already echoes those of the all-time greats. 12 big titles, 5 Grand Slam finals, 5 victories, no losses. The only other man to do that: Roger Federer. And unlike Federer, Alcaraz is doing this in an era of insane physicality and relentless depth in the game. He's not coasting, he's clawing, he's earning every inch. On Sunday, he earned history. When he went down 2-1, the murmurs began. This might be Sinner's day. And when the Italian carved out 3 match points in the 4th set, it looked over. But Alcaraz doesn't read scripts, he rewrites them. He saved those match points with fearless hitting and iron resolve. Then he edged the 4th in a tense tiebreak. Then he ran away with the 5th, sealing victory in 5 hours and 29 minutes. It was the longest French Open final ever. It was the 2nd longest Grand Slam final in the Open era. And it may have been the most important. Because it shifted the big titles race in a tangible, permanent way. Not just on the scoreboard, but in perception. In belief. In narrative. This is a rivalry. It's not going anywhere. But right now, it's Alcaraz who leads it. He has more Grand Slams. More Masters 1000s. More clay court dominance. And perhaps most crucially, he has a mental edge that no stats can measure. When the match is on the line, he's simply tougher. That's why he holds the Musketeers' Cup again. That's why he owns Monte Carlo and Rome. That's why his legacy is being carved with each swing. It's easy to look ahead and dream of what's coming. More slam finals. More showdowns. With Sinner. More jaw-dropping moments. But pause for a second and take in this moment. Carlos Alcaraz, at 22, is already writing history. He is redefining how young champions behave, how they fight, and how they win. This isn't just about Roland Garros. This is about the torch. The one passed by Nadal. The one carried forward, with passion and pride, by the new Prince of Clay. And if you thought this was the peak, it's probably only the beginning.